Hey everyone, Sir Chonk and I are here today to talk about our 1 year anniversary. Not our 1 year anniversary together. We have been married for
2 weeks.
732 years, right? Is that right?
It's closer to what you said than me.
Yeah, a long time, more than a year. But it is our 1 year anniversary on YouTube. Yay!
Very exciting.
I don't even know if it's technically our 1 year anniversary on BookTube because we didn't start on BookTube. We started just generally on YouTube.
Great.
And our first video was a comic book video.
1 year anniversary generally on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. Well, let's just preface this by starting with, this was Sir Chonk's idea. He said, casually one day, I think I want to start a YouTube channel. And then he was like, I have some ideas. He had 3 ideas. He did those 3 ideas. They are still our 3 most popular videos. However, that is basically, I don't know what he thought. We were going to have 3 videos ever?
I wasn't like, yeah, I'll have like tons of content. I was like, there's like 3 videos I kind of want to make. I'll make those 3 videos and done.
And then he was like, hey, you read a ton. Why don't you talk about books a lot? And so that's how we ended up.
I have a couple other videos I want to make also. So they'll have eventually 4 or maybe even 5 ideas.
Oh, wow.
In total, not like in addition.
Great. So, this is BookTube specific, but we'll also talk about like things that are
3 ideas.
His 3 ideas, which only I guess.
Also, I did the Star Wars thing, which is like our 4th most popular video.
No, that's not anymore by
not?
far. Yeah, it's like.
Look at like 500 views, which is like for us pretty good.
Well, yeah, most of our videos get like 7 views. So
no, it's like 9 or 10.
Woo.
Yeah, sometimes we be cranking out those double-digit views. You know how it go.
Yeah, and sometimes we're like, wow, this one's doing great. We got 40 views.
40 views is like crushing it. That's like we're famous now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Speaking of, all of his students, their lifelong goals, like their career goal, I'm going to be on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm like, I got more followers than you, and I ain't going to meet my goal is not going to be YouTube.
This is not paying the bills.
Right,
So, I don't know what they think they're going to be doing. But
right.
Anyway, so how many years are you celebrating? 1.
I believe, as we stated previously, it is 1.
Okay, number 2. How have you changed from your first video to now? I don't know.
Well, I was pretty excited to do my first video because I just wanted to talk about a bunch of random stuff, and I did that. And now I don't really do much except Coach Girl here is like, we're doing this thing now, and I go, well, all right, and that's my contribution.
Yeah, so we basically knew going into this that he was going to have a couple ideas, make those videos, and then when we launched the channel, I was going to have to run it.
Well, I thought there was a good chance I would just make like the 3 videos, and that all would happen. And then like every once in a while, I'd be like, hey, someone watched it this month. And that'd be like, oh, that's all right. You know what I mean?
Right, but usually things that that happen, minus your eBay store, which you actually do run.
It's true.
But like for the most part, usually Sir Chonk will have an idea, and then he'll do something for the idea, and then that is then from there forward left to me to be a thing.
I get bored, so I move on to something else.
So I would say how we've changed is, I don't think we were supposed to be as like BookTube central. Like originally Sir Chonk was like, I'll have my channel and you can create a book channel. And then he was like,
not my voice at all.
And then he
don't talk like this.
And then he was like, I have 3 ideas. So
and you're like, I have ideas as well. That's your voice, by the way. I like books. That's exactly how you sound. In fact, probably people listening to this couldn't tell that was me pretending to be you. They're probably just, oh yeah, it's just more of her talking, obviously.
Okay. So otherwise, I think how we've changed is like, I try to be a little quicker. We're not being quick in this because obviously this is like just kind of a chat. Yeah. But I try to be a little less like meh, and I try to make the like visuals a little more entertaining because we're still not doing the whole like person thing. So
there's a few videos you can see my hands.
Yeah, so I don't know if how we've changed. I mean, obviously my first book video is like a nightmare. So, it's literally just like me talking while you stare at like a bad shot of the bookshelf. So like,
Yeah, but it's okay. You can only spend like 20 to 30 minutes on each book.
yeah, so it's, I mean, I guess there's that, but for the most part, I don't know how much we've changed. We don't have a plan so much. So,
I'm not a planner.
yeah, he is not a planner. What are your 3 favorite videos you've made in the past year, and why? Are they the 3 ideas you had?
Well, it just so happens. Yeah, probably.
So why don't we tell them what those 3 ideas were?
Yeah, I did my top 50 slabbed comics. I liked that one. That was pretty good. Then I was like, what if I really expand on this? And I did my top 50 raw comics, and that's our most popular video, I think.
No.
It's
Stephen
not?
King is
Oh, right. And the Stephen King, not my top, I just ranked all the Stephen King books I read. At the time, I think it was like 65 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I read like 78 or something. But, so yeah, those are probably my 3 favorite videos. I did like that random, we did something about cartoons, didn't we?
Recently? The old school
No,
one?
before. Maybe I'm drunk.
We did our favorite comic book characters?
Maybe. There's something I could talk about Usagi. Maybe it's comic character. And we did our wrestler one. That was kind of fun. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. My favorites are... my favorites usually end up being the ones no one watches.
Yeah.
Like, one of my favorites
Just
was...
like my favorite movies.
Oh, yeah, my favorite movies. No one watches my movie stuff, so...
No, just talking about no one watches the movies I like most.
No, I know, but no one watches my movie videos, right. Really. Well, not no one. There's like 4 of you.
Yeah.
Which I think one is Sir Chug. So, I liked making my movie videos. I don't know. I like doing tags because I think they're...
I like doing the Oscar video. That was kind of fun.
Oh, yeah. And then I like doing tags just because, like, I think they're a way to kind of get to know, like, us a little personally, so when we're talking about what we think of books or like movies or video games or whatever, it's like you have some context to that rather than like, who are these people? I don't know if I have a similar opinion. And I always say is like, it doesn't matter if like you could disagree with us and that could like, and that's fine, or like the same stuff, but sometimes it helps to know like who people are so you can get a sense of like, okay, so should I watch these videos for recommendations? Should I watch these assuming I won't like the same things? You know, where do our interests align? But anyway.
Did you even pick 3 videos?
I know. I like the ones we do together. Oh, I liked our Gift of the Magi reading.
Oh, that was great. Yes, I like that one as well. I feel like I really sold the emotion in that one. If you haven't listened to that video, I think it's a must-watch around the holidays.
I liked doing like
$1.87.
I did a sort of analysis of like the tragedy structure using Succession, which ended up being a little wrong in like the outcome of the plot. As the final episode of Succession came out, and I talked about Game of Thrones too, so I like that one. And I don't know. I don't even remember what we've done.
What story should we read aloud next? That's the real question.
I don't know. I did one on mental health representation, and no one watched that one either. So,
well, that's because no one cares about mental health, as you can tell by the lack of funding that it receives.
Yes, this is true. All right. So, number 4. What is your most popular video? We just talked about that. That's Sir Chong's Stephen King video, which has received also the most "you are a moron, go die" comments, that has led to me like filtering our comments.
I mean, look, if you're gonna give your opinion on how you feel about things personally, you had best expect on the internet someone's gonna tell you you're wrong about how you think.
Right? Yeah, I just talked about this in like my wrap up. I think my wrap up, how like I think some people like were absent the day they taught the difference between fact and opinion.
Although, in their defense, my opinions are facts.
Yeah, see, and I was actually talking about people like that some people come out and go, this book is garbage, and anyone who likes it is the dumbest person alive. I'm like, well, that's not off-putting.
Well, I do feel that way about a few books. But anyway, yeah.
That tends to be mostly men.
That's sexist.
What, you don't think men have more arrogance than women?
That's an arrogant statement by a woman right there.
Okay. So yeah, the Stephen King is our most popular video. I would say in terms of views. Likes?
It's a lot of likes.
Right. It's also a lot of dislikes.
Well, yeah, like, 'cause people get all fired up. And also, I guess I'm pretty aggressive on the things I don't like. So I'm like, hey, here's a book everyone likes I think is dog shit. So obviously people are going to get upset because, like, you know, that's not a very polite way to say you don't like a book. But that's okay. I'm a teacher. I'm used to getting abuse. It's normal for me.
Well, yeah, I'm not, however. I am an introverted, anxious, depressive, and I get these comments, and then I get really depressed and sad, and I'm like, why am I the one handling the internet? I am not good with the internet.
Just ignore the comments. They mean nothing to me.
Yes, but that's why I filter them. So I can read them when I'm in the mood to deal with nonsense. But for the record, for anyone who cares, Sir Chong has read all of Stephen King's books at this point, except for like 4. So like, him ranking a video, I think these books suck by Stephen King. It's not like he's saying Stephen King is garbage, anyone who reads him sucks. I mean, he obviously likes the guy. So, like, you have to take that with some context of the fact that here are 65 books I've read by this man.
Yeah, and let's be honest, the man writes some crap books. But, like, that's going to happen when you write that much. All your stuff's not going to be great.
Well, you also still think he's probably better than a ton of people.
Yeah.
So even, like, when he's like, this is terrible for Stephen King, it's still probably better than half the books he's probably given it, like, a 2 or 3 stars. So it's better than half the stuff he reads. All right. Number 5, what have you struggled with in the past year and how did you overcome it? A couple of things for me. Have you struggled? Do you struggle?
With what?
What have you struggled with on being on YouTube?
Oh, nothing. Well,
Having more ideas?
I guess I don't have enough fun ideas for videos, and I don't have the energy to, like, do the ones I do have ideas for. I'm like, I'll do that maybe eventually. So I guess energy and different ideas.
So how'd you deal with it?
I have not.
Okay.
I continue to be in the same situation.
All right. So
I do think I'm going to make my video game one soon. I just got to get one more game.
How he deals with it is by saying, hey, Kohler's girl, why don't you make some videos?
I don't even say that. You just go, want to make some videos. And I either go, okay, or nah.
Yeah. So, anyway. Speaking of, you have to do your March reading wrap-up
I read like 2 books.
with your April.
I think I read 2 books in March.
Right, so you can combine March and April. Oh, crap. What month? Oh, it is April right now, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I was like, cool. Anyway, what have I struggled with? I mean, obviously I talked about comments there. I think the other thing I struggle with is, like, well, a couple things. I think I struggle with, like, trying to give enough opinion without, like, giving anything away. But, I mean, that's just, like, a normal thing I think anyone struggles with. And then I also think, like, I struggle with, like, how to be engaging when we're not on camera. And, like, I can't do the camera thing. I will have, like, a nervous breakdown. So, I mean, maybe someday Sir Chunk will. He probably shouldn't because he's a teacher. So, you really shouldn't see him because that's why we don't use names and stuff. Because,
Also, I'm hideously deformed. So if anyone was
he's
like
not
watching
hideously
the video,
deformed.
they'd be like, oh, dear God, what is this? Turn it off, Marcus. Turn it off.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, YouTube runs the gamut. It's like some people are very attractive and some people are not. And no one's really, I don't think anyone cares. But the point is, like, I am very anxious in general about my existence, and Sir Chung just, for, like, his own preservation really isn't supposed to, like, reveal too much of his identity, because, things are kind of tough out there in education these days.
I have 11 nostrils.
Okay.
And they're all on the left side of my face.
So anyway, yeah, I guess I struggle with, and so I don't know if I've been successful at it. I think some people are fine with it, and then some people are not, and so, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe someday we were thinking we could just use, like, one of our squishmallows and, like, we could talk and then so you could see a squishmallow. But I'm not sure that that's, like, any more engaging than, like, visuals. So I don't know.
Most people will realize we're insane at that point.
Yeah, but I also
Trying to keep
think,
that
like,
hidden.
you're not watching it to see us. So you're
I mean,
watching.
why would you?
Right. So, all right. And then what is the hardest thing about creating content for YouTube? Ideas, right?
Yeah, again, it's just, I feel like I would like to have more fun ideas for videos, but I don't really have that many, although no one does, because, like, I mean, not that people don't have good channels, but, like, you know, you look through YouTube and you're like, yeah, this is all kind of the same stuff.
Yeah, they just do. Yeah, everyone kind of has, like, the things they do, and they do them, and then they just keep doing them. Yeah, I think ideas is tough, and I also think, like, honestly, you may not realize it, because, like, you know, we're certainly not, like, doing anything fancy and special, but, like, it takes a long time to make a video. And so it's like sometimes you're just like, wow, it took us like almost 3 hours between recording it and then putting it together and then setting it up on the channel and then putting in like the, you know, tags and everything else. And then you're like, 3 views.
Yeah.
And you're like, was that a good use of my time?
Well, that's the thing. You can't be doing it for, like, the view. I just do it stuff because I like the
Yeah,
problem.
it is fun.
The problem I have is, like, if I did all my ideas, the channel would be so completely disjointed. It'd be like, here's my 12 favorite cartoons.
Well, that's why we're...
Here's a mock draft for the NFL that I think is going to happen. Here's my 5 breakout prospects in baseball. Here's 6 candy bars that'll stick to the wall if you throw it hard enough. You know, stuff that... They don't go together. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why we tried to keep it pretty broad. And so, like, even though, like, we're obviously most of our content is BookTube, like, we do have, like, playlists for different areas, you know, for sports or movies and stuff. And, you know, generally we are pop culture. It's just, I don't really do much beyond, like, read and sometimes watch movies and TV, maybe play video games. So, like, those are fine. When it comes to sports, like, yeah, I don't care.
I like sports.
Yeah,
I like turtles.
Right, but that's the thing is, like, yeah, so we try to do, like, that's why, like, I like to do tags that, like, give you things beyond just books, so, but, you know, again, we don't do as much of that.
Top 10 favorite vegetarian meat substitutes.
Okay, so I don't think meat substitutes go in pop culture.
These are all things I would do, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense because, like, no one's going to be like, oh, that's that channel that sometimes talks about books. What are their favorite fake chicken nuggets? You know,
right. You know, you can go from books to movies or books to video games or books to comics or even every so often we can throw sports and Pokemon in there. But, like, at some point someone goes, yeah, so I watched this for the books and now you're talking about chicken. And, like, recipes.
I don't know if this is an idea that's already been done. I feel like it probably has. I just want to put, like, 100 celebrity names in a hat and then take 2 out and then discuss who would win in a fight. I feel like this has been done, but I don't know that I've actually ever seen it, but I would do that.
Didn't they do somebody did those epic rap battles between...
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, so what's our next question? Where are we? Okay, so, have you had to deal with negative feedback or comments? So, yeah, I mean, we talked about that already, so it is what it is. It's the internet. Somebody hates you. A huge supporter of your channel. Well, we've had a couple of people who have been, like, really supportive. Honest Book Reviewer, Cliff Stark Gems, Fiction Addiction, I think, you know, and then Michael Romeo, Michael Wurtenberg. I'm probably messing up his name.
The Vodashore?
No, but I think, like, those are some of the most, like, active people who've been on our channel. But, you know, I think there's also other people. And, again, some of it's, like Punk Rock Cereal Bowl's been pretty engaged. But, like, he kind of just pops in and then 3 months go by. And then he comes back with, like, 3 videos. And then, you know, and everybody does that. You know, I think a lot of people do that. So, yeah, I mean, it's tough because sometimes people just don't have time. Like, I work from home, so it gives me a little more flexibility to kind of, like, work on some videos, like, in between work stuff, when I can, so that keeps us able to make content, you know, even if, like, But yeah, we run out of ideas. So it's been nice to have some supporters. And Cliff has been great because Cliff sends Cliff Dark Gems. He tags us all the time. And it's really helpful because, like, I don't have to go tracking down any tags. He'll just tag us. And I'm like, yay. And I think Michael Romeo has tagged us in a couple too. And I'm like, oh, thank God, because I don't know what to do next. So I love when people tag us. All right, what's the best book you've read in the past year? Oh, man, since last year. What is my favorite book I've read in the last year? What is yours?
Well, I'm going to change it up, because last video I said True Grit. This time I'm going to say Dr. Sleep, because all this Stephen King talk and about how he sucks a lot of times, I do want to throw out that I read Dr. Sleep last year, and it was fantastic.
Okay. Sir Tonk is also mumbling into a squishmallow.
Well, it's because this dinosaur's tail elevates him, and so his squish mushes me in the face.
Okay. They don't know what you're talking about because they can't see you.
That's why I described it.
We have so many squishmallows now
imagery.
that they're starting to, like,
Verbalized
they
imagery?
go, like, on vacation. We can't find them.
Figurative language imagery?
Anyway. Figurative.
Goobity boppily?
Okay. What was the question?
How much heroin would a woodchuck
Oh, what's the best book you read in the last year? Oh, I don't know. Look at all my videos. I have my best books of last year and the best books I've had this year so far already. So, here, I'll just link both of those, and then those are some books I really enjoyed in the last year. So, okay. Where am I now? Oh, where do you hope to see your channel, or where do you see your channel in a year's time, and what do you hope you've achieved? You go first.
I hope I will have achieved making the 2 or 3 ideas I want to make, and I hope our subscribers increase by at least 1.
Cool. Well, they will increase by 1, and then we'll lose 3.
Well, I'm saying a net.
Oh,
Net of plus 1, I'm hoping for.
Everybody knows, like the YouTube algorithm. Oh, we gained 3, and there go 5. Oh, cool. Yeah, like, I mean, obviously if Sir Chalk could keep with, like, 3 ideas a year, that would be good. And then I'm guessing we'll probably have a lot of book content. I'm hoping, like, maybe over the summer we'll be able to branch out a little bit and do more, because I keep trying to get Sir Chalk to do movies and video games and, like, you know, and I'd like to do, you know what I'd really like to do is more, like, movie versus book adaptation kind of discussions, and we haven't done any of those really.
What about my top 20 most creative curses during video games?
Nope.
I come up with some good stuff, I think.
Yeah.
That's really good content.
No, that's offensive.
Oh, yes, we get banned, but I think it'd be entertaining.
Okay, anyway, so how about, like, yeah, maybe we should do more with, like, that's something I'd like to do more of, adaptations, because we do watch a decent amount of movies and TV shows, and we read a lot, so I'd really like to do something about, like, hey, you know, we talk about our favorite movies, we've talked about our favorite shows, we've talked about our favorite books, and, like, which ones translate well, which ones are actually better as adaptations. Like, I think I'd like to... Huh? The Orchid Thief, yeah. We didn't read that, so we don't know. Oh, no! I've lost everything. Okay, I found it. I was looking for the list, and I lost everything. Okay. What was an unexpected surprise of being on YouTube? Sir Tonk?
I don't know. I guess it was kind of cool when the first person gave you a positive comment. I don't really care that much about comments generally, but it was still kind of cool to be like, so I was like, hey, you're not a dumbass. I was like, hey, thanks, bro. It's pretty cool not being a dumbass.
Yeah, I think that's been, especially for me, because I am, like, as I've said, like, a very anxious, very introverted person, and I struggle very, very, very much with, like, talking to humans. I'm not very good with people. I don't know how to engage with people.
What is this question again?
What is a surprise on YouTube? So for me, I was actually surprised at how I've been able to, like, have, like, back and forth conversations. Like, people will comment here, and I'll respond, and then I can comment in their videos, and they respond, and I'm like, oh, wow, look, I'm like a person.
I should change my YouTube name so I can comment on people's videos.
We comment as us.
No, I know, but like the other me.
Yeah, you should.
So, yeah, maybe I'll do that. Can you change your name? You might change your name.
No.
You can't change your YouTube name?
Okay, we'll deal with this off of this.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, or you could just use our channel and comment.
Anyway.
Okay. Loop. That's not it. But yeah, so for me it was exciting because like I'm very, very, I struggle a lot. Like I mostly communicate with like stuffed animals and cats.
You know what? This is a throwback to the earlier question about struggles. So I have some good comic book ideas a lot of times for videos, but I have like a lot of comics, and so I'm like, oh, I'm going to do my favorite covers. But for me to go through all my comics and find all my favorite covers would take me like 30 hours, so I ain't doing that.
But here's the thing. You could be like, here are my 20 favorite covers, and maybe they're 20 out of your top 50, but those are the 20 you could find, and no one's going to care.
I'll care.
All right. Okay. So what were we at? Okay. What was an unexpected surprise? Thoughts on equipment. Yeah, we have nothing to say about that. Like, I don't care. Neither of us care. Clearly, we're not on the camera,
Is that
so...
a personal question? You want to ask about my equipment? Not even buying me dinner first?
No, so we're not... We don't... I mean... Yeah. I mean, maybe we'd be better if we had better equipment. I don't know. What advice would you give to someone thinking of starting a YouTube?
I would say don't expect to make any money ever. You might eventually, and that's fine. But if you go into it being like, this is gonna be my money making machine, that's stupid. Just do it because like there's stuff you want to talk about that's fun to talk about.
Yeah, that and like, I think. I mean, for like people like me, just remember that like people on the internet like to be jerks. Because I take things very personally, and then everyone's like, that's just a person on the internet who's...
You don't even know these people. Why do you care about their opinion? Like, people that I've known for my whole life, I don't care about their opinion. Why am I going to care about an internet person?
Yes, but I am a very sensitive, emotional person who, like, is like, oh, look, I logged in and my clock isn't working right on my computer. I think my life is over and I need to be in like medicated.
Right. So when Cayenne Penis 36 says, I don't like your book taste, you get all worked up about it. What is the cat doing?
The cat is, I think, licking the wall yet again.
Thanks, cat.
He likes to lick walls. It's very strange.
Seems like maybe we should see someone about that.
Right. And then tag someone whose anniversary is coming up. I don't know. Do you know anybody's anniversary coming up?
Our anniversary.
Oh yeah, our anniversaries are actually coming up. Not how weird is that? We started on YouTube on April 29th, and our anniversary is within a week or two of that, and we're not going to say when, but our wedding anniversary is in the same close area.
Yeah,
ooh,
crazy.
Yeah, so we'll tag ourselves because our wedding anniversary might have arrived, or is already coming, or has come, or will be coming.
That's a lot to say, but yes.
Okay, any final thoughts?
I like turtles.
Bye.
Boop.